Hello and welcome. Today's first time movie reaction is Good Will Hunting, which yes, I am a little bit embarrassed to admit that I've never seen. I know only that it's got Robin Williams in it, that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck made it. This was like their big break. This was the first one that like they wrote together and made together and got them on the Hollywood scene. So I'm guessing it's an important movie. I've heard it's a very good movie. It got a lot of awards, got a lot of attention. I don't know how I got to this point in history without having seen it. I just did. I don't know anything about the story. I think it has something to do with college or math or something. So yep, let's just atone for another one of my many, many cinematic sins and watch Good Will Hunting. Yes, I see evil math signs. Kevin Smith? That Kevin Smith? Kind of how I live, not gonna lie. I can't remember if that's how people dress in the late 90s or if he's like supposed to look like a complete douchebag.
Advanced Fourier system. I'm hoping that one of you might prove it by the end of the semester. And the person to do so will not only be in my good graces, and the name printed in the auspicious MIT Tech.
Ooh. That might as well be in hieroglyphics.
Why didn't you give me none of that nasty little hoochie-woochie you usually throw at me?
Like I'd waste my energy spreading my legs for that Tootsie-Roll dick?
She's missing a tooth, well. She's got skin problems, I don't...
Yeah, suddenly she's missing a tooth and got a skin problem after she turns you down.
Fuck you taking off. It's like, what, 10 o'clock? I'm tired.
Didn't you just get there? So he's a math genius.
You're crowding the fucking plate.
That's still a free walk, man.
Oh, what's up? You still tough? Come on! You want come on. Come on, that's a shot.
Unless you want to have a drink with me tonight.
Maybe.
Seems inappropriate.
Who proved the theorem?
Dun dun dun.
Who did this? Jack?
Wasn't me.
Didn't he say that maybe by the end of the semester or the end of the year somebody would get it?
Yeah, that kid used to beat the shit out of me in kindergarten. Yeah.
Why are they watching children play baseball?
It's 15 minutes out of our way. Fuck are we gonna do? We can't spare 15 minutes.
He makes a good point.
Every day you come in with your 6 cents, and at the end of the week, you get your sandwich. Why you gotta be an asshole? Establish a good line of credit. You like how you bought your couch. Payment plans. Can I have my food now, please? Here's your fucking double burger.
So they're not playing brothers even though they're quite obviously brothers?
It's me and Will. Remember we went to kindergarten together?
That's a long time to hold a grudge. Are we just fighting to fight?
Die! Harder!
So it's this kind of neighborhood. Dude, you going a little far. I mean, you don't just jump a guy because he bullied you in kindergarten, man.
So without further ado, come forward, silent rogue, and receive thy prize.
He is in jail right now.
It seems there will be no unmasking here today. And there is a problem on the board right now that took us more than 2 years to prove. The gauntlet has been thrown down.
How could it take that long to figure out a math problem? I know I'm math stupid. I mean, I believe it. I don't understand it, is what I'm saying.
When's your arraignment?
Next week.
Of course they have Duncan. Please tell me he did it. Oh, he's doing it right now.
Sorry.
What do you do?
Sorry.
You left your mop and bucket.
Graffiti here. Don't you walk away from me.
Hey, fuck you.
Graffiti. He's drawing on a chalkboard that's in the hallway for everybody, dipshit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, now who's a loser? It's like Cinderella. Wait, come back.
I'm gonna have to bust a little move on them Harvard honeys down the end of the bar.
I'm not sure you're gonna get the job done, son. Just a hunch.
Might not remember me. You know, I like it here. It doesn't mean because I...
Oh my god.
Prior to the Revolutionary War, the economic modalities characterized as agrarian...
Of course that's your
Hang on a
contention.
second.
You're a first-year grad student. Finish reading some Marxian historian. You're gonna be convinced of that till next month when you get to James Lemon. Then you're gonna be talking about how the economies of Virginia and Pennsylvania were entrepreneurial and capitalist way back in 1740.
Wood drastically underestimates the impact
Wood
of social...
drastically underestimates the impact of social distinctions. Work in Essex County, page 98, right? Yeah, I read that too. Were you gonna plagiarize the whole thing for us? 150 grand on a fucking education you could have got at the public library.
Yeah, but I will have a degree.
Big fucking whoop. I got degrees too. I like where I am.
School?
Yeah, cool.
Damn right it's cool. How you like me now?
Shut up.
My boy's wicked smart.
That he is.
And I was like, go fuck yourself. I swallowed a bug.
So maybe we can go out for coffee sometime.
Maybe we could just get together and eat a bunch of caramels. When you think about it, it's as arbitrary as drinking coffee.
Yeah. Okay. Right then.
Like, she's throwing herself at you, man. Be cool.
You like apples?
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
I have seen that reference before. I didn't know what it was. 23 years later, and I finally get a joke from Futurama. So when are we gonna get into why he's a janitor and not using the giant brain to do whatever you do with a giant math brain? Not even a math brain, he's got an everything brain.
I can't give you his name unless you have a complaint.
This is Professor Lambeau.
This is Professor Hayes.
This is Professor Who Gives a Shit.
Got this job through his PO, you can call him. Asshole.
That's not our first street brawl then, is it?
Assault, mayhem, theft, resisting, all overturned. I'm also aware that you've been through several foster homes, serious physical abuse.
Oh.
But you hit a cop. Motion to dismiss is denied. $50,000 bail.
Thank you. I wonder maybe we could get together sometime this week. You know, sit out at a cafe, have some caramels.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
There's no chance that you're pre-law, is there?
He's agreed to release you under my supervision.
Really?
There's a catch.
You meet with me every week. And the second condition is that you see a therapist.
I feel like that is a given.
I'm not gonna meet with any fucking therapist.
Better than spending that time in jail, isn't it?
You'd think. If you say so. Oh, well. Someone's got a new favorite boy. Somebody is jealous. How fast does this motherfucker read?
Destroying your potential. There are no more shenanigans.
I know.
Oh, he's gonna play him like a violin.
I go places, I interact with certain clubs.
What sort of clubs?
BDSM.
Do you find it hard to hide the fact that you're gay?
What are you...
Hey, look, I don't have a problem with it. I don't care if you putt from the rough.
What are you... putting from the rough?
That's an interesting one.
A difficult theorem can be like a symphony. It's very erotic.
Knock it off, you pervert.
Wow.
Henry?
Henry!
Nope.
I haven't got time to tell you, much less talk to that raving loony in there.
The therapist calls you a raving loony.
What do you see?
I'm guessing Robin Williams must be the therapist who actually gets through to him, but he's gonna fuck with a lot of therapists before we get there.
Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
What a little shit.
Get out, Will. I don't need therapy.
Oh, you absolutely need therapy.
Why is trust the most important thing?
I'm just happy to see him. All the time.
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, Jay.
Dude, imagine if he walked into your class while you were teaching.
We'll see you Monday. We're talking about Freud. Why he did enough cocaine to kill a small horse.
So how long has it been since we've seen each other?
Before Nancy died.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was in Paris at a damn conference, and I got your card. It was nice.
Awkward.
Come here.
Oh, that's it.
Only slightly less awkward than that.
Incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
What makes him so incredible, Jerry?
He can do maths real good.
It's Indian. Dots,
Not feathers, yeah.
He had no formal education. Was able to extrapolate theories that had baffled mathematicians for years. This boy is just like that. But he's a bit defensive. Needs someone who can get through to him.
Like me. Why?
Because you're the only one who'll do it.
How many shrinks you go to before me?
5.
He's a smart one.
Barry.
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah.
Not Rick.
Sean, please.
He's got your number.
It's a poker game with this kid. Don't let him know what you got.
He's getting him ready like Clarice going to see Lecter.
You paint that? It's a real piece of shit. Well, tell me what you really think. It's also a Winslow Homer ripoff. Just the coloring. I think you're about one step away from cutting your fucking ear off. Maybe you're in the middle of a storm, a big fucking storm. Yeah.
Who isn't?
Maybe you did what you gotta do to get out. You know, maybe you became a psychologist. Bingo. Let me do my job now. Maybe you married the wrong woman.
Maybe you should watch your mouth.
He'll punch you. He's from your neighborhood. He'll play your game, but you go too far, he will sock you in the mouth.
What'd she leave you? Was she, you know, banging some other guy?
Oh, he's gonna kick his ass.
If you ever disrespect my wife again, I will fucking end you.
Speak his language.
Time's up. Yeah.
He thinks he's won. He thinks he won't have to see him again, but, yeah, not the case.
Okay.
You okay?
Thursday, 4 o'clock.
Yep. He's on a fucking mission. I don't know if he sees something in him or if he just refuses to let him win.
My brain's gonna be worth $250,000.
That's it?
Bring me another Mai Tai.
My brain is priceless. Or worthless. One of those two.
I don't really date, that much.
I'm shocked.
We should just get out of the way now. Right now? No.
Mouthful of burger.
I think I got some of your pickle.
If you're lucky, you might get the rest later.
If I asked you about art, you'd probably give me the skinny on every art book ever written. Michelangelo. I know a lot about him. Life's work, political aspirations, him and the Pope, sexual orientation, the whole works, right? I bet you can't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel.
He knows a lot, but he hasn't lived.
I ask you about women. You may have even been laid a few times.
At best.
But you can't tell me what it feels like to wake up next to a woman and feel truly happy. You're a tough kid. I ask you about war. You'd probably throw Shakespeare at me, right? But you've never been near one. You've never held your best friend's head in your lap and watch him gasp his last breath.
No real life experience.
And you would know about sleeping sitting up in a hospital room for 2 months, holding her hand. You don't know about real loss, because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself.
Damn.
I look at you. I don't see an intelligent, confident man.
Oh no, me neither.
No one could possibly understand the depths of you. But you presume to know everything about me because you saw a painting of mine. You ripped my fucking life apart.
You gotta hurt other people before they can hurt you. That's his mentality.
Do you think I'd know the first thing about how hard your life has been? How you feel? Who you are? Because I read Oliver Twist.
Oh.
Unless you want to talk about you, then I'm fascinated. I'm in.
And it'll help.
You're terrified of what you might say. Your move, Chief.
Well, of course, why would someone with a background like his ever be vulnerable? Why would he ever want to be vulnerable? That would be the most terrifying thing on the planet. He had to learn to be invulnerable just to survive. So, I mean, it makes sense. That'll keep you in shape. Wonder what that's about.
Keep antagonizing me. Watch what happens.
All right, then.
Watch what happens. All right?
You can tell who's at the bottom of the pecking order in this friendship circle. Oh my god. They've sat there in silence for half an hour.
Look.
He's like, fuck.
Sometimes people get lucky. You're a brilliant man.
Sometimes people get lucky right in front of his face. We buttering up another professor for when you get ousted from your position there, TA.
I have been laid,
Of course, that's the first topic we have to get to.
Going out again? Haven't called her.
Christ, you're an amateur.
I know what I'm doing. This girl's like fucking perfect right now. I don't want to ruin that.
Why ruin that with real life?
Super philosophy, Will, can go through your entire life without ever having to really know anybody.
One shot.
She used to fart in her sleep. One night it was so loud it woke the dog up.
That's impressive. For some reason, he looks demented when he laughs.
People call these things imperfections, but they're not. Oh, that's the good stuff.
Oh, I love that.
We get to choose who we let into our weird little worlds.
Yes.
She isn't perfect either. The question is whether or not you're perfect for each other.
Ah.
You can know everything in the world, sport, but the only way you're finding out that one is by giving it a shot.
Gotta take a chance.
Hence the word remarried.
She's dead.
That's a no, son.
I mean, that way you could actually go through the rest of your life without ever really knowing anybody.
The Uno reverse card.
Time's up.
This is one of those we're gonna learn from each other type movies, isn't it? But I suspect he's the kind of person who would never presume he doesn't have anything left to learn. So I like that. Throw it in the garbage, you bum.
All right.
Oh no, I didn't mean I can't, like, ever.
Let's go.
To the dog track. Why not?
Come on. Look, there he goes, Misty Rock, come on.
I can hear Jane. Look, Daddy.
Have you got lots of brothers and sisters?
Irish Catholic, what do you think?
Didn't answer.
How many?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Not an answer.
Maki, Ricky, Danny, Terry, Mikey, Davey, Timmy, Tommy, Joey, Robbie, Johnny, and Brian.
Is he telling the truth or is he bullshitting? I can't tell.
I'm living with 3 of them right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He is lying.
You'll have bad times, but that'll always wake you up to the good stuff you weren't paying attention to.
Oh, I love that so much.
And you don't regret meeting your wife.
Does the pain I feel now? Oh, I got regrets, Will. I don't regret a single day I spent with her.
When did you know she was the one for you?
October 21st, 1975. Game 6 of the World Series. Slept out on the sidewalk all night to get tickets.
You got tickets?
Yep.
He is all ears now.
We're sitting in a bar waiting for the game to start, and in walks this girl.
You missed Pudge Fist's home run to have a fucking drink with some lady you never met?
Yeah, but you should have seen her. She was a stunner. Slid my ticket across the table and I said, sorry guys, I gotta see about a girl.
I gotta go see about a girl.
That's why I'm not talking right now about some girl I saw at a bar 20 years ago and how I always regretted not going over and talking to her.
Oh.
I don't regret the 6 years I had to give up counseling when she got sick.
6 years she was sick? That's awful.
Sure as hell don't regret missing a damn game.
Wow.
Kid is really good.
Would have been nice to catch that game, though.
I know Pudge was gonna hit a home run.
Will I ever play in the NBA? It is decidedly so.
Nicer than my place.
Yes, but I've never seen your place.
You don't want to.
I think I can make it to South Boston.
It's kind of a hike.
He just wants to get to the main course.
Dick in the monkey's ass, and Morgan comes running in going, I don't mind it.
What did I walk into?
There's this huge fucking boom. You got shot? I heard this story again. Anyway.
How could he hear the other car accident that wasn't right behind him?
Shut up. So he tells my uncle, stay here. Don't move.
I'm sure that went well.
This is Daddy's police cruiser. It's in my uncle's garage.
In 50 years, there's one thing that's been missing. I would like you to give me a blowjob. And Mary's like, all right. She takes the teeth out.
Jesus.
Is there anything that I can do for you? Give us a kiss.
Oh, not that filthy. I've ever felt you.
It's the final bit that really makes it.
If I want to meet your brothers.
No, we're gonna do that another time.
Here it comes.
Meet them keys.
Oh, he kept his mouth shut.
You talked to him at all about his future? He's still banging away at the past.
Well, maybe you should. My phone's been ringing off the hook with job offers. Kind of place where a mind like Will's is given free rein.
I don't really think he's ready for that.
Free reign is not what he needs.
You ever heard of Jonas Salk?
Sure, cured polio.
You've heard of Albert Einstein? How about Gerald Lambo?
Huh.
Thank you, Tim. I'm nothing compared to this young man. Can you imagine if Einstein would have given that up just to get drunk with his buddies in Vienna every night? We all would have lost something. This boy has that gift. He just hasn't got the direction, but we can give that to him.
What?
In the 1960s, there was a young man graduated from University of Michigan.
Boo.
Then he went on to Berkeley, was assistant professor. He blew the competition away.
Kaczynski.
Yeah, so who was he?
Ted Kaczynski.
Never heard of him.
Hey, Timmy, who's Ted Kaczynski?
He can contribute to the world, and we can help him do that.
You gotta fix the crazy first.
There's more to life than a fucking Fields Medal.
This is too important, Sean.
To who?
Why don't we give him time to figure out what he wants?
It worked wonders for you, didn't it?
A fool.
Yeah, it did, you arrogant fucking prick.
The boy's in a meeting right now. I set up for him.
Nobody in this town works without a retainer, guys.
He fucking sent his douche friend.
You want us to give you cash right now?
Whoa.
So do we think he's ready? Do we?
But after the shit you tried to pull today, you can bet I'll be looking into you. Heretofore, you can speak with my aforementioned attorney.
What just happened here?
Well, have you studied organic chemistry?
A little bit.
Oh, just for fun.
Well, everything he studies is for fun.
Look at a piano, you see Mozart.
I see chopsticks.
All right, well, Beethoven, okay? He looked at a piano, and it just made sense to him. He could just play.
I do my OChem paper in under an hour.
Stuff like that, I could always just play.
Interesting.
Well,
Close-up kissing is so weird.
It's not fair. I've been here for 4 years, and I've only just found you.
Aww.
Are you awake?
No.
It's always my answer. You have to ask, the answer is no.
I want you to come to California with me.
Hey-o.
You sure about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but how do you know?
Just how you look at books and know everything in them.
You might find out something about me you don't like, and now I'm stuck in California. Someone doesn't really want to be with me, just wish they had a take back.
That's a lot of overthinking, and that's coming from me.
I can't go to California.
Why not?
Because I am afraid.
Why won't you come? What are you so scared of?
Intimacy, vulnerability, telling the truth.
I mean, you just want to have your little fling with, like, the guy from the other side of town.
No.
And just sit around with the other trust fund babies and talk about how you went slumming too once.
Now stop that.
My father died when I was 13 and I inherited this money. I would give it back in a second if it meant I could have one more day with him.
Don't put your shit on me when you're the one that's afraid.
No kidding.
At least I'm honest with you.
I'm not honest with you?
No, what about your 12 brothers?
You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that I got
know it.
fucking cigarettes put out of me when I was a little kid.
I didn't know
That this isn't fucking surgery, that the mother stabbed me. You don't want to hear that shit, Skylar.
Because I love you.
Don't bullshit me. Don't you
love you.
fucking bullshit me.
Dude.
If you say that, then I won't call you.
I don't love you.
You're a liar. We established that already. You're hurting her because you're afraid she's gonna hurt you. That's what it is all the time, isn't it? It's easy to see from the outside what the problem is. That was so hurtful for him to tell her about how she's gonna dump him and went slumming and all that shit. He knows she's not like that.
I hope you appreciate what he's doing.
Wipe your mouth, guy. Got a little something right there.
When I set up a meeting with my associates and you don't show up, it reflects poorly on me.
And it's all about you all the time, isn't it? That's what this whole thing is about, is you.
I think you could show me some appreciation.
A little appreciation? Fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up. This is probably a total waste of my time.
That's what he cares about.
There's a handful of people in the world who can tell the difference between you and me. But I'm one of them. To walk around with the knowledge that there was someone like you out there.
Your inferiority complex is not his or anyone else's problem.
To watch you throw it all away.
It might not be throwing it away to him. Just because you have the capabilities for something, just because you have a skill or a talent or a gift, doesn't mean you owe it to anyone. Especially if it's the way they want you to and not the way you want to.
Why don't you jerk off in your own fucking house, Stu? That's fucking filthy.
Jesus.
That's my Little League glove. What do you want me to do?
Not?
I just used it for cleanup. Stop! You'd be exposed to the kind of technology that you wouldn't see anywhere else.
He doesn't give a shit.
Chaos math, advanced algorithms.
Code breaking.
He's not a genius for nothing.
Why shouldn't you?
Why shouldn't I work for the NSA?
Okay.
But maybe that code was the location of some rebel army in North Africa. They bombed the village where the rebels are hiding. Now the politicians are saying, oh, send in the Marines. It won't be their kid over there getting shot. It'll be some kid from Southie over there taking shrapnel in the ass. Now my buddy's out of work. He can't afford to drive, so he's walking to the fucking job interviews. Shrapnel in his ass is giving him chronic hemorrhoids. The only blue plate special they're serving is North Atlantic scrod with Quaker State.
That's a lot to unpack.
So what did I think? I'm holding out for something better.
Someone who opens up things for you, touches your soul.
Shakespeare, Nietzsche, Frost, O'Connor, Kant, Pope, Locke.
That's great. They're all dead.
Kind of one way.
Afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road.
I'm the problem, it's me.
To come in the morning and the floors are clean and the wastebaskets are empty. That's real work.
That's right.
You could be a janitor anywhere. Why did you work at the most prestigious technical college in the whole fucking world?
Interesting questions.
So what do you really want to do?
He doesn't know.
But I ask you a very simple question and you can't give me a straight answer.
Because he doesn't know.
I'm not gonna be just a construction worker.
You know, I never really cared about that.
Right?
I love you.
You take care.
Fear of getting hurt is what keeps hurting you. He's not gonna be there. But he'll watch the plane take off.
When I file a report saying he wasn't here and he goes back to jail, he won't be on my conscience.
Gonna hook you up with a job or what? Sit in a room and do long division for the next 50 years. Better than this shit. Fucking live here the rest of my life. You know, we'll have little kids, fucking take them to Little League together.
He's not gonna like hearing that.
20 years, if you're still working construction, I'll fucking kill you. I mean, I fucking owe it to myself to... Oh, fuck you. You don't owe it to yourself. You owe it to me.
I just don't know if I agree.
Because I'd do fucking anything to have what you got. So would any of these fucking guys. It'd be an insult to us if you're still here in 20 years. For about 10 seconds, I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there. No goodbye, no see you later, no nothing.
He can handle the problems. He can handle the work, and he obviously handled you.
You don't know shit about him.
Abandoned by the people who were supposed to love him the
Oh,
most.
come on, don't give me that Freud.
Crap. No.
Oh, that's hardly Freudian. That's textbook basic shit, idiot.
Those retarded gorillas, as you call them. If he asked them to, would take a fucking bat to your head.
Yup.
He pushes people away before they have a chance to leave him. It's a defense mechanism.
Duh.
And if you push him right now, it's going to be the same thing all over again, and I'm not going to let that happen to him.
The idea that it's okay to quit, that it's okay to be a failure, because it's not okay, Sean.
Why? Because it looks bad for you?
I'm not angry at you, Jeff.
Oh, yes, you're angry at me, Sean. You resent me.
I resent you.
You and your kiss-ass chorus, following you around going, the Fields Medal, the Fields Medal.
Why are you still so fucking afraid of failure?
It's about my medal, is it? Oh, you know what, Jerry? Shove the medal up your fucking ass, all right?
Please.
Hey, you were smarter than me then, and you're smarter than me now, so don't blame me for how your life turned out.
I don't blame you. It's not about you, you mathematical dick.
Yes!
He's a good kid, and I won't see you fuck him up like you're trying to fuck up me right now. I won't see you make him feel like a failure, too.
He won't be a failure
If you push him, Jerry.
from what I am today because I was pushed, because I learned to push myself.
You're not him.
I can come back. Welcome in. I was just leaving.
For him, it is all about him. And what this kid can do for him. And what this kid can do that he can't do. He's not happy with where he is. And he thinks if he pushes this kid into something great, it'll be like he did it himself.
20 years of counseling. Yeah, I've seen some pretty awful shit.
I mean, have you had any experience with that?
He'd come home hammered, looking to wail on somebody. So I'd provoke him so he wouldn't go after my mother and little brother.
Will has an attachment disorder. Is it all that stuff?
Who wouldn't?
It's not your fault. Yeah, I know that. It's not your fault.
I know.
Do you?
It's not your fault. Don't fuck with me.
He's not.
Don't fuck with me, all right? Don't fuck with me, Sean. Not you.
It's not your fault.
It's for every time you needed to hear that.
It's not your fault.
Oh, jeez. You can hear it, like, abstractly.
Fuck them, okay?
That's right. Fuck them. Like, there's things you can know in the abstract, you know? Like, yeah, sure. But when it's internalized that far for that long, you don't really believe it. And probably no one's ever actually said it to him.
It's one of the jobs the professor set me up with.
Congratulations.
They do math in San Francisco, too. Shit, late 90s, that's the place to be.
Hope we keep in touch, you know?
Yeah, me too. I'll be traveling around a bit and put my money back on the table and see what kind of cards I get.
There you go.
You do what's in your heart, son, you'll be fine.
Thank you, Sean. Just violate the patient-doctor relationship.
Not yet.
Only if you grab my ass.
Take care.
You still should probably continue therapy.
Thought we forgot, huh, bitch? Fucking come on.
So wait, he's only just now 21? Guess these bars here aren't big on karting.
Get back and forth to Cambridge for your new job. I knew I wasn't gonna fucking drive you every day.
Hi, hey!
Logan wanted to get you a T-Pass.
That's not what I was saying.
Come on, bro. How'd you guys do this?
They stole it. How do you want?
Me too, Jerry.
Make him say it.
So where you going? India, and China, and Baltimore.
Top 3 most exotic places.
Do you know what the odds are against winning the lottery? About 30 million to 1.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
It's about as big chance as you would be hit by lightning here.
My high school economics teacher got hit by lightning twice. What did he put in there? Is this the day he's not there? Yeah, he doesn't live there anymore. And to tell him to make it happen.
Not there.
Oh, you get to ride in the front now? Way to go, little man.
If the professor calls about that job, just tell him I had to go see about a girl.
Ha 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 ha.
Son of a bitch. He stole my line.
Ha 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 ha. He's gonna drive that clunker all the way across the country? Okay, so that was Good Will Hunting, and yeah, I'd have to say it definitely earns the praise and accolades that it gets. It's a very, very good movie, very well made. You know, a very good combination of characters and acting, performances, music, you know, cinematography and everything. The story's very simple. It's not a complex story. It's very focused on character, and I appreciated that from it, especially considering the subject matter. It definitely gives me a lot to kind of think about and reflect on, because I know what they're saying in this movie. I'm not entirely sure I agree. I'm not really on board with the idea that people who are skilled or talented or gifted in some way owe that to the world. I think everyone can contribute to the world in their own way, but I don't think just because someone has more that they're obligated, that they have a duty to everyone else. I can appreciate Ben Affleck's speech to Will, but I just don't think I'm 100% in agreement. And maybe that's just coming from personal experiences in my life where, because of certain gifts or, you know, skills or intelligence that I've had, that I've kind of felt, not at that level obviously, but I've felt a bit of expectations from other people about what I should be doing with my life, how I should be living my life, what I owe to other people. And that makes me, I guess, chafe a little. So maybe that's why I'm not quite sure how I feel. I do like that Sean, the therapist, didn't seem to take a hard line one way or the other. He didn't like seeing Will waste his potential, but not just because he thought the world needed him and that he owed it to the world like the professor did. He didn't like seeing that because it was hurting himself. He was hurting himself, and he was never going to be happy living like that. I think that Sean is going to be happy with Will as long as Will is happy and Will knows what he wants to do, whatever that is. And whether it's becoming a super genius, breaking codes, or curing cancer, or if it's teaching math in a high school, if that's what he wants to put his gifts towards, I think Sean would support it, and I think Skylar would too. I do very much like that they ended it ambiguously without us seeing the reunion between Will and Skylar and not being sure whether or not it's going to work out, because he doesn't know. None of us know how life's going to work out. The whole point of stuff that Sean was telling him was to take a chance. No, you're not going to be able to predict life. You're not going to be able to know what's going to happen. You can't prevent yourself getting hurt, but that's not a good reason to not live. You know, it's not a good reason to isolate yourself and stop yourself having life experiences because they might hurt. And I think that's a lesson that can apply to everybody. But on that note, that's enough from me today. I hope you enjoyed this reaction to Good Will Hunting. As always, my social media links will be in the description box, along with a link to my Patreon, where you can find the full-length reaction to this and the other movies that I do for the channel. And in the meantime, have a great rest of your day, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.